happy to be here just after the elections to Gujarat Legislative Assembly have been announced and 5 or 6 days before nominations were open. We are all happy that the Election Commission supported official tours of the Prime Minister are over. We think that the Election Commission obliged the Prime Minister by not announcing the dates of the Gujarat election. On the same day, they announced the dates of the Himachal Pradesh election. The reason is obvious. In the last 8 years, this has happened more than once. And despite our pointing it out several times that this gives an unfair and unjustified advantage to the Prime Minister, this practice has continued, be that as it may. Now there's a more level playing field between the ruling party and the opposition party. It's not entirely level, but it's a little more level than what it was until 2 days ago. Let me begin by reading a brief opening statement on the state of the economy of Gujarat as I see it. My press conference is essentially about the economy. Then, of course, I'll take questions from you. Copies of this statement are ready in English. They are being distributed to you. And I'm sure during the course of the day, a Gujarati version will also be made available. I wish to begin by offering my sincere and heartfelt Okay. I wish to begin by offering my sincere and heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims of the Morbi bridge collapse tragedy, and further to the entire people of Gujarat who are in mourning as a result of this terrible man-made tragedy. The collapse of the bridge has brought shame to the fair name of Gujarat. On Sunday, in my column titled "No Apologies, No Resignations," I had raised 7 pertinent questions. I have not heard anyone give answers to the questions. I was happy to note that the High Court of Gujarat has issued notice to the state government. I hope the High Court will raise these questions and also other questions and get the answers from the government. The most shocking development is that no one, not one person on behalf of the government has so far apologized for the tragedy. To the best of my knowledge, nobody has offered an apology to the families and to the people of Gujarat. No one has resigned taking responsibility. In any other country, such a horrific tragedy would have immediately got the resignations of people directly accountable. No apologies, no resignations. That, I think, has brought greater shame to the people of Gujarat. Now that elections to the Gujarat Legislative Assembly have been announced, I want to briefly address you on my view of the economy. The BJP government has been in office continuously since 1998. The current Legislative Assembly was elected in 2017. In the last 6 years of the BJP government, there have been 3 chief ministers. A clear indictment of the performance of the outgoing chief minister. I often wonder if the elections were held, say next year in 2023, I'm pretty sure it's quite possible that Shri Bhupendra Patel would also be shown the door and the 4th chief minister would be here. The reason for revolving door chief ministers is quite simple. Gujarat is not being governed from Ahmedabad. It is governed from Delhi. Gujarat is not being governed by the chief minister. It is being governed by the duo of Shri Narendra Modi and Shri Amit Shah. Gujarat is a vassal state of Delhi. The boast of double-engine government is an empty boast. Gujarat is in fact a single bullock cart that is trudging on a mud path, leaving behind vast sections of the people, especially, and I want to emphasize this, especially the scheduled tribes, women, the youth, and the poor. Let me repeat that. In Gujarat's path of so-called progress, the people left behind are the scheduled tribes, the women, the youth, and the poor. Behind the illusion of growth, prosperity, and social harmony, there are ugly facts that are carefully hidden but are well known to the people of Gujarat. Let me point out some indisputable facts. The growth rate of the state GDP is on a decline since 2017-18, as will be seen from the following table. In constant prices, these are the growth rates. 2017-18, 10.7%. 2018-19, 8.9%. 2019-20, 7.3%. And 2020-21, the pandemic year, minus 1.9%. This in fact mirrors the declining GDP growth of India. Gujarat also is on a declining growth path. The claim of high investments flowing through the 9 vibrant Gujarat conferences since 2003 is a gross exaggeration. Data have been released only for the first 5 conferences up to 2011. The data reveal the true picture. And I'm going to give you the numbers of the promised investment and the actual investment, year-wise. 2003, 66,068 crore rupees was promised. Actual investment, 30,746 crore. 2005, 1,06,160 crore was promised. Actual, 37,939 crore. 2007, 4,65,309 crore rupees was promised. Actual, 1,07,897 crore. 2009, 12,39,562 crore was promised. Actual, 1,04,590 crore. 2011, 20,83,047 crores promised, actual 29,813 crores. So while the promised number keeps growing year after year, the proportion of the promised number which is actually invested is declining year after year.